Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Rutdog. This is kind of a unique video. This is Forza Motorsport 4. I've completed a lot of the game, but not all of it, and I just wanted to go through my garage in the game. I made it a point while playing the game to buy and fix up cars that I've either had myself or my dad has had, or like friends in high school and their parents. Just cars I'm familiar with, I've actually driven or ridden in. That's the fun of building and tuning cars in this game. And then obviously there's like the Ferraris and the Lambos and all the stuff that you just build because they're really cool, but a lot of us don't have the money for. Anyway, kind of a unique thing I'll go through. I'm a big car guy. I've always loved cars. My dad's he's a hot rod guy, but we love cars. Let me go through it and get it started right now. Alright, well, this is the first one that came up. This is in the game, this is a 65 GTO, but this was going to be my first car when I turned 16. My dad started building it when I was like 14, 15. He built me a 67 GTO with a big block 400, put a big stereo in it for me. It looked just like this. It was the same color, same wheels, everything. It gets real hot here. I'm in California in the Central Valley, and it gets to be like seriously 110 during the summer. And I couldn't do it. I was super sweaty guy, and you can't look cool trying to take your girl out to lunch when your back's all sweaty, and I don't know, I just couldn't do it. So anyway, he built it for me, but then he ended up keeping it for himself. He got me another car, which will come up here in a second, but he ended up keeping it for himself, and then he throws a stick shift in it, tunes the motor like crazy. Anyway, I guess it was his money, and he could tune it however he wanted. He didn't want a 16-year-old kid to have a crazy fast car, but it ended up being pretty fast and pretty cool. DeLorean, there's actually one of these I see running around my town all the time. Stupid DeLorean. Alright, all these. In this game you gotta have like a lot of older or slower cars to build your way up until you got the money for some cool cars. I mean, these are cool, obviously. Our 1960 Corvette's cool, but I'm just talking about... where am I at? Okay. This, instead of the GTO, is what my dad ended up buying me. This is a 98 Firebird Ram Air. So at the time, I mean, you guys know I'm an older guy, so at the time, 1998, this was a brand new car, and man, it was awesome. Silver, love that car. It was pretty fast, not crazy fast. I mean, today's standards, the freaking V6 Camaros and Mustangs have 300 horsepower, and these ones back in the day had 325. This and the Camaro SS when they reissued it in '98. So I mean, we're talking 325 horse, but I mean, it was still, back then it was really cool. The Corvettes only had 350 and 400 back then, so I mean, it was pretty quick. But I was definitely a popular kid in high school for having a car like that. Very thankful to my parents for making me cool. All right, what else do I got in here? I really like the new Mustangs. I've never driven or even ridden in one, but the new Mustangs, the new Shelby GT500s, this is 2010, but the new ones are so sick. Here we go, an Integra Type R. My best friend had one of these. It was the Acura, not the Honda. This is the Japanese version in game. Anyway, he had it tuned. That thing was faster than my Firebird. He used to actually like drag it down at there's a drag strip down here near Bakersfield, California, called Famoso, and he used to be a good driver, and that car was really fast. Challenger's sick. Skyline, Fast and Furious. Okay, this was the first car that my wife and I bought when we got married. This is a 2004 Volvo S60 Type R. This one was 300 horsepower, all-wheel drive. Basically, they really tune up the turbo version of the S60. But ours was exactly like that. The only difference was that all those side moldings that are black on ours were actually painted to match, so it looked even cleaner than the one in game. But yeah, this car was pretty fast. It was like high 13s, great traction. It's all-wheel drive, obviously. I love this Volvo. When you think of Volvo, you think of like some boxy station wagon. I mean, and the new ones are sporty, but this is what we were driving. So when you think Volvo now, think of that car. Camaro SS. One of my good friends in high school had this. This is the Mitsubishi 3000 GT. They call it the GTO in this game. The VR4 twin turbo was made to compete with the Supra twin turbo at the time. And it was all-wheel drive also. That car was really fast. We did some stupid stuff in that. Dukes of Hazzard, GTO Judge, Corvette. Well, I already said my best friend. My other best friend's dad had one of these. It was a few years newer. This is an 06. He had like the 09 with the 505. Oh, that's what this is. 505 horse. God, we took that thing out. We shifted out of third into fourth at 125 and chirped the tires. And I was like, dude, that's enough. Stop it. Take me home. This thing was too fast. It was. Now they're up to 650 horse on the ZL1s or whatever. That's too much. Okay, well this car my dad bought in 2006 when it was brand new when they first came out. This is the Pontiac GTO when they brought it back. Now at the time they were kind of trying to do. There was no Firebird, and they were bringing it back. This was their first attempt before GM went into full production with like remodel all the new Camaros and everything that look way cooler now. But at the time they took base Corvette running gear with the 350 horsepower V8 and the 6-speed, threw it in this thing. And I know the looks aren't the coolest, but it drives really good. This car is actually pretty fast. It was a mid to high 13s car, rear-wheel drive, lots of torque. I've had a lot of fun in that thing driving it fast. Yes, my dad knows. I'm an adult, so if I want to take out his car and drive it fast, I'll go back and tell him. All the stuff I did in my Firebird as a kid, I didn't tell him about that. But anyway, some Audis. A lot of these, now we're getting into the real expensive cars, like obviously Jags and Ferraris I've never had. Aston Martin. Alright, this is actually the car we're driving now. We had that first Volvo, and then we were planning to have kids, so we bought like an SUV that we had for a couple years, and then we decided that we were not SUV type people, so this is the car that my wife is currently driving. It's a 2012 Volvo S60. This is the Type R. They brought it back, except this time it's 325 horse, 355 foot-pounds of torque, all-wheel drive. It's a great looking car, handles great. They do the sport tuned suspension and big brakes and all that. The old one had Brembo brakes. I don't think this one has Brembo, but it definitely has bigger rotors and 4-piston calipers. But yeah, I mean, these Volvos I think are quite sexy. If I've raced, you know, like Challengers and Chargers and whatever, people at stoplight races, and I haven't lost yet. I've never raced in. This isn't quite on the price level of like an M3 or a AMG Mercedes, but for like the 330i's or whatever C-Class, you know, this'll run with them any day. It's 13.3 at 107 is what Motor Trend said it is, so pretty fast for my wife to be driving it around day to day. I'm stuck in a freaking GMC truck, and this is what she gets to drive. Alright. Bentley, more Ferraris. The same friend I had that Corvette Z06, his dad had one of these. He's rich, he's a pharmacist. God, that freaking car was geared super low, really fast in a quarter mile. Not real high top speed, but ran 12s in a quarter. Really fast. What else I got? If I had all these cars in real life, I would not be doing YouTube, I tell you that. I would be out driving, living the good life. What the hell is that? I don't even know what this is, but it's in the game. Lambo. And then the only other car I really want to talk about is this. This is the German tuner version of the Porsche 911 Turbo Carrera S. There's actually a Porsche DLC for Forza now, but I haven't played this game in so long that I didn't buy it, and I already had this car, so whatever. It was like, I think it was like another 15 bucks for the car DLC, which is just too much for a game when the new Forza is coming out next month. But if I was ever rich and I had a bunch of money to blow on a car, this would definitely be it. I love Porsche. They're my favorite car manufacturer. This one is 650 horsepower, all-wheel drive. The only car faster, 0 to 60 in a quarter production, is the 1,000 horsepower Bugatti. This thing's faster than the new freaking $600,000 Lambo 700 horsepower. So badass. I love these cars. I want one. But it's not gonna happen. Anyway, Nissan GTR, McLaren. The rest of these are gonna be like race cars. Viper. There's my Bugatti. I have it tuned to 1200 horsepower, but they come with like 1,000 stock. Stupid crazy. Anyway, alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the car talk. If you guys have any cool cars yourself, or you want to talk cars, or have any input, just leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Thanks for sticking around. I know this is a unique video, it's not really gameplay, I'm just talking cars, but hey, I have a YouTube channel and I like cars and I love talking about them, so I thought I'd make a video about it real quick. Anyway, thanks again for watching guys, I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.